Shady, answer me this. Mahomes, if he wins this time, he'll have 3 championships in 4 appearances.
Bro.
Tom Brady has 7. He's not halfway there, but he is nearing, trying to get closer. Do you think Pat Mahomes needs 8 rings to be the GOAT? No.
Nah. Give him 6. We only need 7. Give him 6. You know why? Because we're going to look at the rings, right? That matters. So, look, you got 7, I got 6, right? But we're going to look at these numbers. This is what people don't know. He's not even 30 years old yet. He almost has 30,000 yards pass. I can't even finish it. Bro, he's not even 30. He has almost 30,000 yards passing, right? I ain't even adding the touchdowns. Yeah. And then, hold up, what about the rushing yards? Yeah. So as much as we want to, like, it got to be ring for... No, it don't.
No, it don't.
Because if he plays as long as Tom Brady has, right, and he don't get to 7 rings, he gets to 6, and you look at his numbers going to kill Tom's. Mm-hmm. The truth, that's the truth of it. So, come on, man. The way he plays, like... Tom is a traditional quarterback. We've always seen that. Yeah. 6'5", you know, big shoulders, stay in the pocket. I ain't never seen nothing like Patrick Mahomes. I can run and I can throw. I got a small tad bit of Lamar Jackson, and I got a small tad bit of Tom Brady. All in one, right? I don't know if y'all smoke cigars, but all that in one. Yeah. He's that good. So when you ask me these questions, it's like, yo, I don't need to get 7 rings. Yeah. And every year, they might go to the championship game. They might go to the Super Bowl. He's going to get better and better and better. And then what about the MVPs? Yeah, this year, right? He had a down year. He didn't get the MVP.
Here.
Cool, but he's here. What about next year when them young boys that drop the ball all year, the most drops in football? What about when they become older, more vets, more mature, catching the ball? You don't think he's going to get another MVP? How many more? It's really scary. I'll give you a quick story. In 2019, right, I had a chance to go to the Chiefs or, like, there was a lot of teams. Me and Buffalo, we couldn't work the numbers out, right? I said, oh, no pay cut for 2.5. Let me go. So I was on the market for a little bit. Andy Reid called me, you know how that went. Him and Brett Veach. I said, I'm coming. Right? He said, the first thing he told me was, listen, this quarterback we got, I know you've seen his tapes, but, yo, he's nice. He's like that. Cool, bet. I'm a good player. I'm cool with that. The first practice is a fake to me. He rolled to the right, faked to me to the left. I had I was like the 4th check down. It's like, he went all the reads, I was the last guy. Nobody's open. The brother throws the ball, whoop, not even looking at me. I'm like, oh, hit me up. I'm like, dang. But as the more as the practice went along, I'm like, yo, this dude is so great, but he's not even really polished yet. Yeah. He's just talented. Yeah. He's making all these crazy passes off the wrong foot, dropping back, not stepping him in the pocket. I'm like, yo, the scary, I remember calling my brother. My brother played in the NFL also. I said, bro, we got this quarterback for the Chiefs. I know what you've seen what he did last year. It was great. He's even better than we thought. He don't even know what he's doing. He's just that special. So now you get this dude as a veteran. I don't know if he reached his ceiling yet.
Yeah.
So the whole story is basically playing with him, I learned that, yo, he's so great, he don't even know what he's really doing. He has so much more room for growth. Oh, yeah. That's scary. And then you with Andy Reid, that's like, come on, man. Yeah. Come on, what are we talking about?
I used to agree with Shady. Like, prepping my notes up until today, I said, Pat doesn't have to get to 8 to pass Tom Brady because everything Shady just eloquently, brilliantly, and masterfully said. But then I said, I'm wrong. And unfortunately, if I'm wrong, that means Shady, you're wrong. The reason is, we've seen these two play head-to-head. When we talk LeBron, Jordan, LeBron, who better, we never got to see it. Yeah. But we got to see Pat play Tom twice. And Tom was over the hill. The best part about this for me, and Shady, you'll find this fascinating, is Pat could be on his way to 5 rings. And Tom Brady could have retired with 5 rings. Had they not played each other, 2018, Tom Brady kept Pat from a ring, beat him in the AFC Championship, went to win the Super Bowl. 2020, Tom Brady kept Pat from a ring, beat him in the Super Bowl. So if Pat wins those 2 times, Pat right now is at 4, going on 5. Tom's at 5. So Pat would have caught Tom by February 10th, 11th of 2024. But because of Tom Brady, Pat's sitting at 2, going at 3. And because of Tom Brady's already at 7. It's hard for me to say Pat can pass Tom with less than Tom because Tom beat Pat when Tom was past his prime.
Let me ask you this question. So you've noticed, like, everybody's comparing them, right? Who's the GOAT count? Is it Tom? Is it Joe? Is it Pat, right? Nobody that really talks about the game they played. Do they? I don't hear nobody talk about it. You telling me in 3-4 years, if this brother go out there and get 3 more chips, what is he going to be? 5, 6?
5. Depending on how
they not going to compare them. They're going to talk about the game they lost? Hell no. And my stats is way better than yours. What are we talking about?
If chips, and Joy, you've been in television longer than all of us, if chips are equal, the deciding factor for me always in life is head-to-head. Literally, in the NFL, when 2 teams in the same conference have the same record, What do we do?
2 teams.
Head-to-head.
2 teams.
Even individuals. When you're talking about track and field seating.
We talking about football. We talking about football.
I just gave you football. I just gave you teams. And then you
let's go to players, bro. Let's go to players.
Hey, so
let's go to the stats. Let's go to rings and let's go to the stats next. But ain't that how we do it? How many rings you got? Cool. How many rings I got?
And if Tom
how many stats do you have? How many stats did I have?
The only reason I don't think we go to stats, and again,
don't go to stats.
If it's exclusively saying football, I feel you. But when you're talking Bron and Jordan, Bron has better stats than Jordan in everything.
Baby, he's not better than Michael Jordan.
So really quick, because I can help you guys out with this right here. Is Peyton Manning better than Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
I mean, not Peyton Manning. Eli Manning better than Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Eli Manning.
So that's what I'm saying, because he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Good
you understand
point.
what I'm saying? He has one more ring than Aaron Rodgers. But the reason why you're not saying that is because with your 2 eyeballs, you've seen 12 on that football field. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why with me, it don't even got to be 6, really. If Patty gets to 5 Super Bowls, forget the stats, forget all of that. When you look at Tom Brady and you look at Patrick Mahomes and you turn the tape on and you say, Patty got 5 in these MVPs and all these stats. He got 7 MVPs and all these stats. Now turn your eyeballs on.
Wait,
Who's the best quarterback?
Hold on. Joey, I can't let that go. Hold up. What you mean? Because Tom,
I'm just talking about from a talent standpoint and playing the football game.
You love to throw this talent word around. Like, we were talking about Tom Brady, you had the audacity to even mention Aaron Rodgers, which is crazy. Anyway, my point even bringing that up is like, yo, so it looks different? Yeah.
No doubt.
It's different talents. You telling me at 40 years old, you one of the top players in the NFL? You telling me that's not talent?
I'm not going to go back and forth with you on that because Tom is great. What I'm saying
so I ain't just my...
No, but I'm saying when you turn the tape on and you watch quarterback play and you say 5 Super Bowls, 7 Super Bowls.
Close.
It's going to be hard for you to say, give me Tom Brady over Patrick Mahomes. That is what I'm saying.
They both go.
Joy, chime in.
Are they both go?
But y'all can't sit and tell me that, y'all, why do we have accolades and stats that they don't matter? I've never heard of this. What are we talking about? You got all pros, I got all pros, but you don't. But you nicer than me? How? Yo. You got 50,000 passing yards. I got 40. You got 30. That don't matter? What are we doing for then? That's crazy to me. A running back can't argue with me. He better than me. You don't got no rushing title. You don't have not one. I can't even talk to you.
But 5 to me is the number if he doesn't reach 8 because no other quarterback has more than 4. So if he passes the second best at the time, which is Montana, Bradshaw at 4, then that's something that we have to consider. Because getting to 8 Super Bowls is insane.
That is crazy.
And getting to and winning 8 Super Bowls is insane. It's insane that Brady has 7. But to me, this will end up becoming, if he doesn't get to and win 8 Super Bowls, and he has the hardware to just say this is the end of the conversation, which is almost impossible to imagine, then this will become a LeBron-Jordan debate. Which will become a bit of preference. I used to feel adamantly that if anyone said that anyone was better than Michael Jordan, that you're wasting my time and energy. But I no longer feel that way. If you feel that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, I'm not going to tussle with you. That's a very fair argument. I've watched LeBron James' entire career. He is spectacular. He may be the greatest basketball player of all time. To me, it's Michael Jordan, but it's splitting hairs. And if you can't pass someone in something, like LeBron cannot be perfect and win 6 championships. That ship has sailed. Now, if he goes on to win 10 more championships or something like that, then that conversation will be ending. But we don't anticipate that at his age. So if you can get to 5, which Mahomes is talking about this, he's not halfway there. If he can get to 5, which is more than other quarterbacks have won other than Tom Brady, and then you have that conversation of talent that we've watched with our eyeballs, the AFC Championship games. He has more stats than Tom Brady. Even though we've watched Tom Brady's entire career as well, and he was spectacular and is the GOAT, it will become, to me, that conversation where, yes, we aren't going to end it with championships because he doesn't have 8 Super Bowl rings, which organizations, there are 2 organizations that have 6, and they have the most in the league. That's the Steelers and the Patriots. So Tom Brady has more than any organization in the league. So 8 championships is fantasy talk. So if you can't get to that, does the talent and the numbers make it equal? And to me, I think at the end of Mahomes' career, we may be having that conversation.
Here's what's interesting to me, though, sitting at a desk of athletes. The point of athletics is to compete. And it's particularly to compete head-to-head. If Jordan and LeBron went up head-to-head, to me, I would never engage in the debate. I would just say, who won? Okay, bet. So, if they played head-to-head, There's no reason for a hypothetical.
Well, where do you
the reason you have
between that, though?
The reason you have hypotheticals, in my mind, is because you have to imagine a story that did not exist. If I grew up in the 1900s, if I grew up in Harrisburg, if Shady grew up in Dallas, man, if I would have committed to Pitt, maybe if I would have went to San Jose State, maybe if James would have went to Texas. Hypotheticals are drawn when you can't look at the reality. But we all saw the reality twice. And Tom Brady was way past his prime, like way past his prime.
But the reason that we don't say that Eli Manning was better than Tom Brady, even though Eli Manning beat him twice in the Super Bowl, is because Eli Manning plays quarterback and Tom Brady plays quarterback. When you say LeBron James versus Michael Jordan, LeBron James and Michael Jordan will do this.
The reason I disagree...
do this up and down the court. It's a different sport. We frame it like this so that we can market these games. We talk about the quarterbacks in that way because that's what sells tickets. That's what sells narratives. Tom Brady did not play against Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady played against the Kansas City defense. I don't think we don't say that Eli's better than Tom, even though Eli beat him. It's because we know that Eli's not in the same class as him. If they were in the same class, then I do believe we would go to head-to-head. In the same manner that when two teams have the same record,
he's right.
We know Eli's not in the same class. Yeah. So that's why I don't even ever compare them.
We definitely do head-to-head. So I'm not going to act like we don't do that. So you are right to a sense. But my question to you is like, okay, so so the 2 times you talking about in the playoffs, so what, Patty's first year starting?
2018 is first year starting. Then
so we taking his first year starting, and then you taking
his MVP year.
His MVP year, what year? That was
2020, I believe. I believe he won MVP in that year.
His first year starting, he still got MVP too, though, I think. Yeah, he did.
And we taking what? Am I taking 2 MVP years?
What I'm saying is like, it was his first year starting though, bro.
But if you're no doubt about it.
So when Tom is seasoned, he knows everything that's going on. I played with Tom Brady at 40 years old. I can only imagine what he was like at 28.
But here's what I'm saying.
29.
But Shady,
the way he was thinking, we had some players on our team that was really, really good with the Bucs. The way he thinks, he's thinking better than the coaches.
But here's what I'm saying, though, is like, at what point are we now trying to use a deterrent and act like it's a benefit? Tom Brady was 40. 40. So, yes, that is seasoned, but he's also 40. Like, in what world does a 40-year-old, can he outduel a 20?
That's the thing. We talk about Tom Brady because of him at 40, he still had like almost 5,000.
No, he did. He did.
Okay, so he's not. Him and LeBron James, guys like that, they're not normal. So that's not use a 40-year-old player because that's not normal. Right, 40-year-old is like Jordan with the Wizards. See what I'm saying? He was great, but this wasn't in him. Tom is different. So are you talking about the later years, his last year with the Bucs? I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the first year with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, that's AFC Championship game. Let's talk Super Bowl because the Super Bowl is even more heightened. Now Super Bowl's 2020.
Okay.
Now Pat's on his second MVP, if I'm not mistaken, and Tom Brady's 42 going on 43. I believe Pat's on his first MVP.
I hate that head-to-head
He won an MVP at 40, though. That matters, though, Acho.
That was on his first one.
I hate the head-to-head stuff because this is a team game, bro. Like, Tom Brady lost to Nick Foles, too. Like, he lost to sorry quarterback. I ain't going to say Nick Foles, sorry. He lost to quarterbacks that's not on Patrick Mahomes' level.
Sure.
In the Super Bowl and in playoff games, too. So, like, all that whenever you win or lose and all that, like...
We don't do that, but we do that.
That's all we do.
Hold up. For years when Brady talked about this also, when he was going against Peyton Manning, people forget, he was the real guy. Yeah. Right? He was the real name. He was the real one. So when Brady started beating him, he was like, oh, hold up. We have a new guy that's arrived. And then Tom took over, but they had that head-to-head.
So basically what Acho's saying, then, if Patrick Mahomes wins 7, he's never to go.
He would have to win more than Tom.
I'm not with that one.
To me, like, if I've won the same as you, but you've beat me head-to-head, head-to-head's the tiebreaker. Head-to-head is the universal tiebreaker in sports. That's why I'm curious as to the disagreement.
So, the disagreement is because even though that is the narrative and that's how we look at things, that's not literally how the game is played. No, basketball is a different sport. I can play against you, the person in basketball. We're on the same court. I'm scoring on you. You're defending me. I beat you. This is a team game. So while the narrative is that, the narrative is Tom Brady beat Peyton Manning. Right. And then he took over that spot.
But they were still close, though. Yes. I feel like it's like one dude's almost out the door, season. Another guy is just starting his era, his you know what I'm saying? Like, it's two different situations. If they were closer, so, for example, like a Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, if they was going back and forth every year, that's something you can really talk about. But when this dude is old and seasoned and got all these accomplishments and he's a GOAT already, And you got a young dude, right, that started out early, though. His first year, he just jumped off the porch, and he was a great player. But you can't compare them two.
So you think 40-year-old Tom Brady has a greater
MVP
and has a greater benefit?
Am I tripping? What 40? I'm a bad boy. 40 years old, MVP. Acho, who doing that?
Patrick Mahomes, first year starting MVP.
Bro, you don't.
I mean, it's not
the same.
I don't think that the 40-year-old has the advantage over the 24-year-old.
How about this?
I don't think so.
If it was last year, this year, and now that Patty's got some hair on his face, he got a little gut on him a little bit now. He been drinking a little. Now it's a real matchup. Okay, Tommy, you play and I'm gonna play. Let's see what happens.
Tom was old.
So, but when do your eyeballs kick in though?
This is when Shady and I have that. I'm with Shady on this part.
What you got to say with eyeballs?
Because my thing is like Tom Brady, and I talked about this with the producer this morning. Tom Brady never individually just wowed me. His moments wowed me. His comebacks wowed me. His championships wowed me. But I will be honest, and y'all can come at me on social if you wanted to. I don't have too many plays in my mind where I'm like, well, rerun that. You see that? Oh my God, you see that athleticism?
So none of that matters.
Whoa, hold up. Cut your off. Cut me off. Did you say Tom Brady throws it on wow you?
No, I said comparatively. Tom Brady never just wowed me. He just never did. Tom Brady's moments wowed me.
Like some of the Patrick Mahomes plays.
Like Aaron Rodgers. There's other dudes I go, wow. But Tom Brady's Tom Brady. He's the greatest.
Who's the greatest basketball player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Who the second?
LeBron James.
Why not Bill Russell with 14 of them things?
Did you watch him?
Because we watch it. Because we watch it.
11. But yeah.
11. We watching with our eyeballs.
14.
Correct?
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.